So thank you everyone for joining us in our workshop with Mark. Mark, hello. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you, Sam.
Okay. And now we are talking about 8XR engine. Yes?
8 engine. I'm trying to make the eight digit by my hands, but I don't know how to do it correctly. Yeah,
Eight
so
like infinity, yes?
yeah, like in this. Okay.
Or like Batman.
Oh, yeah. I think this one is better. Okay.
Okay. So let's start. I think you introduce yourself better than me. So,
Yeah.
hello, Mark. We're starting talking about the 8XR engine.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. So, yeah, thank you for introduction. I'm Mark, and I'm a co-founder of 8XR, the metaverse game engine. And sometimes we say like we have the most powerful metaverse game engine right now on the market. And today I can tell you why we are most powerful. I can tell a little bit of how we see the metaverse and where is metaverse heading right now. Give you a small overview of the features of the 8XR and how it works, and show you the beautiful, very beautiful education level, because we especially did it for people to show all our features, what available right now in real time. So yeah, let's start. Unfortunately, I can see a lot of guests today on our meeting. It's just a few, but it's very lovely ones. Yeah, I see the Sam Ravil and a few other people with, from previous competition. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for support. Cool. Yeah, so it's a small crowd today. And yeah, let me start and talk a little bit about metaverse, basically, because like I think everyone talking about metaverse, and metaverse right now is a huge hype. Literally every product telling us it's a new metaverse. Like, I don't know, somebody just launched the game and they say it's a new metaverse, or somebody, I don't know, doing some cryptocurrency. They say also it's metaverse. On launching the NFTs, it's also metaverse. And the question, like, what is really metaverse? What we are doing and what we understand regarding the metaverse. And I believe this is only one metaverse. This is the internet, what we everyone using right now. And then we're saying the metaverse, and we're trying to think about metaverse and dreaming about metaverse. We all dream about three-dimensional web, three-dimensional internet. And according to other experts who building metaverse for a really long time, they also believe in that. They also believe what internet is a metaverse, and there is no other metaverses other than internet. And basically, yeah, this is only one. It's accessible for everyone, accessible from any device, and free to use. And we are in 8XR. The whole our team usually believe what soon, in 10 years, for example, we'll see the three-dimensional web, and we can visit the web pages from our VR headsets, not only laptops or mobile phones, also VR headsets. We don't know how it will look like in 10 years, but we can maybe just a little bit dream about that and think about that, how it could be or how it couldn't be. And for now, 8XR helping you and bringing you tools to build three-dimensional pages, to build three-dimensional immersive experience. And our goal is to be like the first one platform who can provide you the best tools to build three-dimensional experience on the web. And the second thing about the metaverse, it's what we usually believe that metaverse and the internet also was made for communication between the people. It's very, very important because it makes no sense to do empty spaces, other maybe just the gaming or just a few narrow cases, right? And we believe like communication is this huge value into the whole metaverse. That's why all our spaces, what you made on 8XR, they have multiplayer out of the box. So if you made your spaces and share these spaces to your friends and colleagues, the friends and colleagues can join these spaces, make the avatars, and you can see them inside the space and talk to them. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing to have, because it helps us to make the communities, and it helps us to build better connections and talk more and share knowledges and emotions together. So yeah, I fully believe the metaverse will be multiplayer, web pages, and more so you can more natively use shops and visit shops and like to talk with the friends or colleagues. Yeah, something like that. And yes, so right now I just want to share you small part of our pitch deck, where I just digging up a little bit into 8XR and how it was, what the inspiration was behind the whole 8XR platform, and where we're heading right now, what we have right now. And on the second part, as I said, I just want to show you a little bit about the features and a little bit about how it works, how these features works. So give me just a second. I'll share my screen. Cool. Sam, I saw you here. Can you confirm what you see my screen now?
Yes, I see your screen. I see the sign XR game engine.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So yeah, let's start. Again, what means XR? It's a lot of definition around, right? So I just need to tell a little bit more description for some definitions. So XR stands for extended reality, and it's umbrella term for many realities. So we have right now virtual reality, we have augmented reality, we have mixed reality, and whatever other realities. And at some point of time, a lot of people was really tired because it's a lot of realities, and how we're going to work with them, because basically they should have one standard and one definition, right? So at some point of time, they just introduced the XR definition, and yeah, this stands for all of them. And we are XR game engine because we use not only virtual reality but augmented reality, and we are digging into mixed reality too. So yeah, let's start. I would like to start from my personal story. And my personal story is like I'm very geeky guy. I love to play around with many VR headsets in my past. And the first VR headset was PlayStation VR. And PlayStation VR actually was not so good as I was desired. I just bought it, and it was, I don't know, just a few hours of content. I remember the game where I should kill the bugs. We even bought the special gun for this VR headset, and yeah, actually it was made me sick because it was the huge delay between when I turned my head and then the picture turning. So yeah, it was not so good actually. But I realized it was only the first prototype, and PlayStation actually did a tremendous work to work on the first prototype and launch it. So yeah, I fully understand that and wait for another headsets. After that, I got first Oculus Quest, and Oculus Quest was amazing quality of the headset, but it was the same problem again. just a few games. Yeah, the most popular game is still there. It calls Beat Saber, and I don't know why, but I also realized maybe it's another prototype. But it was okay. It was not so prototyping. It was good version of headset, but I decided to wait one more year. And after I got the second Oculus, yeah, it was better quality, but still no content, or just a little bit of the content itself. And step by step, I started to building my personal immersive rooms, and because like I had more experience with the web development, not a game development, I started to build it on the web. And not only web, when I started and trying to understand how it works, I started to build it from Unity and Unreal, and I realized there is a lot of problems right now on the market, and to build a 3D content and ship this content to a target device, it's actually really time consuming, very expensive, and just specialists can do that. And the pipeline is huge, and because of that, the whole price per project is very huge. And more than that, if you build something for one platform, it won't work for another platform. If you build something for one VR headset, it won't work for another VR headset. So it's totally nightmare to ship your immersive experience across all devices. It's literally impossible, I believe, right now. But if you can spend a lot of money, you can hit most of them. But I believe it's very huge amount of money. So this is the second problem. It's lack of content and device relation. And according to Accenture chart, what you see right now, the lack of content is a huge problem to mass consumer adoption of virtual reality. And step by step, by building that, and we're building this on the web, we realized the web is a very good place to host these experiences because they will be accessible to everyone and not limited by special stores like Oculus stores or Steam stores. And yeah, and it will work for any device if it will be adapted on a web browser. So we came to our mission, and this mission, I believe, what the internet is actually metaverse, as I said, it's only two-dimensional now. And it's a really good time to build a three-dimensional web right now, to build a metaverse. I'm trying to avoid right now the M word, because it's so hyped and it's already became M word. So I will say it's a three-dimensional web or immersive experiences on the web, something different, not metaverse. And by the way, I also want to say a little bit about Web3 and what means Web3, because a lot of people got confused about Web3. And yeah, just to bring definition on the table, Web3 is doesn't mean anything with the CGI or 3D. Web3 it's all about the crypto tools and blockchains and all these things, all about everything about the cryptocurrencies. So Web3 and three-dimensional web, I think it's something what we will call metaverse. It's my definition, and maybe we will see soon in 5 or 10 years. Maybe it will be true. Okay, and why now? You can ask me, Mark. Okay, yeah, this is great idea, and in many science fiction we've seen this idea, science fiction books. Like, I don't know, 10 years or 20 years ago. Why are you building this now? Where you've been 8 years ago, right? So, and I believe this is also two points, two very technical points. The first one is web GPU. It's a good standard what comes right now to the market, and it was not available before. The whole technology giants, the list of technology giants like Google, Apple, and others, they're trying to bring web GPU to the browser because they see the huge demand for video card access. Not like right now you can access video card basically on WebGL, right? But it's very limited. And many tools like artificial intelligence, machine learning, obviously CGI tools, they want to use video card more heavily on the web browser. That's why WebGPU comes to implementation. It's already implemented and you can play with it in Google Chrome Canary version. Feel free to play with it, and it gives literally a lot of possibilities. It's not a silver bullet. It's just another thing what increase our possibilities a lot. And the second thing, it's the amount of VR and AR headset on the market. Literally, like every week, there is an announcement of new VR headset, and many more coming. And the quality of these VR headsets became better, and the price becomes less, right? So for this amount of VR and AR headsets, we need a contract, right? So this is why we should start to work on this right now. And especially for that, we built our builder tool. And this builder tool is also available on a web browser. This is very, very unique, and this is very, very difficult actually to build, because if you work in Unreal or Unity, after you finish your work, you will need to transfer all these models, all this scripting, all this technology on the web rails, right? And this is a whole different story. The web graphic works right now on very different rails, and during this transformation, we see like we lose a lot of details, and the final result is very slow, and you can use a lot of integrations out of the internet. So that's why again we understand like it should be built on the web, straight on the web. If you want to share it on the web, you should build it on the web. And sometimes we call ourselves like we are WordPress for metaverse. Again, I'm word, sorry. And so if you build web pages, you build it on the web browser, right? You don't build it like, I don't know, in other tools. You build it straight away on the web browser and see the result. The same with three-dimensional pages, three-dimensional immersive experience. And we've been working on this builder tool for quite a long time. I don't know, 1.5 years at least. And it's very difficult to bring something like that to the life. And this is also multiplayer available. So if you build the space with somebody, you will see, first of all, the avatar of the second user, of the second artist here. And all your actions will be joined in one scene simultaneously. So you don't need to press merge button or any other actions. It's just merging straight away, action by action. And this is our personal proprietary engine. It was built on top of Free.js and React and Fiber. So yeah, just a few other technologies, because obviously we can build everything by our hands, but we're trying to push these technologies and help the people who don't know how to code to build the experiences without coding. Yeah, and as you can see, this is like this is actually the example of education level, and on the left side, this is a list of the items. You can group it if you want. If you want to change the location later, you can add the assets. And yeah, this is the settings of the object itself. On top of here, you can here you can change the location, rotate, undo, redo buttons. This is the performance monitor, and this is the play button and publish button, because while you're building the whole experience, no one can see this experience until you press the publish button. After that, if somebody got the link, they can visit your space and see your creation. Okay, this is the first part with the presentation. I would love to stop right now on the presentation side and go and show you a little bit about our features in the live mode, just to dive into the metaverse. Here, our main page, app.8xr.io. You can come here and take a look on a few artworks, and this is actually the results of our previous competition. If you click on that, you will see the space of this competition, and on this space you will see the artworks and like the winners. And this is actually very amazing artworks, so please come and visit. Yeah, I can't tell a lot about them, but best thing is just to go and take a look. Yeah, and many more artworks here. So this is the artwork what was made with Fine Art Gallery from Nuremberg. They called it Edel Extra Gallery, and it was produced under the Digital Air program for fine artists. Yeah, and here's like our partner Digitalis with e-commerce, and yeah, other scenes. So let's dive into educational level, so I can show you how it works right now. Yeah, again, everything flows on a web browser, and as you see, I don't download anything except the asset files. Yeah, I just want drink a little bit of water. Yeah, nearly finished. Oh yeah, we're here. So into this scene, you can dive in not only from mobile phone or laptop. You also can dive in from VR headset. So in VR headset, you open the web browser, open this link, and press the same dive into the scene button, and the whole space around you will change, and you will be just right into the space. Okay, let's. Oh no, maybe just a few other things. What we have cool face animation. So if you want to animate your face and you're sitting with a behind the laptop, your camera will turn on, and we scan your face and transfer all your emotions onto your avatar. So it becomes more live and becomes not so dull and static. And also you can configure the audio settings here, and change your content language, because our platform support a lot of languages, not like only the English ones. For example, if you want, you can do a few languages like English, Spanish, Italian, and the people, the user, then they join in, they can change the language, and the whole language around will be changed on the language of the user. So it's also a very good thing to have. Okay, let's dive in. There is no visitors right now. Hop.
Welcome to the 8XR engine tutorial level.
Yeah, thank you. You're always welcome. And here's the devices, as I said, we support. And this is the NPC system, non-player character system. This NPC works and integrates with Amazon Lex. So you just type in the settings from Amazon Lex, AWS Lex, and specify the question and answer on AWS. After that, you just press the E button, push to talk, and the character will answer you. Yeah, this is very easy, and this is very powerful if you want to have some type of assistant in the space. If you want to make it more comprehensive, we have a few partners, Verbata and Coerla. They located like around the world, and they can provide really good AI system to makes the avatar very complex and unique. Okay, let's go into the first room. And in this first room, you see the model optimization. So the model optimization usually helps you to work with the models, because again on the web browser we're dealing with a very small amount of memory, and it's really important to work with optimization and optimize the model. And usually artists don't know how to do that. Like they literally just drawing the model, upload it, and that's all. So they don't want to deal with vertices, textures, amount of textures, right? We do everything on the background. Then you upload this model, we shrink the sizes, and we do like different variations of the model, so you can change them or do level of details feature that I'll describe you a little bit later. Let's go further. We have obviously primitive objects you can play with. Very simple. Put the lights on. We have instancing, and instancing is very important because it also helps us to reduce memory size of the browser. And if you want to build like forest out of one tree, you can do this very easily to multiply the one object many times. So please use it. We have dynamic lighting. This is also important if you want to play with some dynamic objects into the scene, and it helps to add more volume, more things into this one scene. Let's go to the next one. We have video texture support. So, for example, if you want to do amazing textures, not only flat surface, for example, like curved surface, we can do that. Or if you want to do the stream and even real-time streaming, we also can support that. So, for example, your friends playing Twitch, and we can put this stream on the wall, and all your friends can join this video stream from the metaverse, right? Let's go to the next, physics engine. And physics engine also very important, because literally no one, not literally no one, but only a few people really like to play with physics into game engine, right? This is not so funny, I would say. In some ways, yes, it's funny, but not many times. So we provide physics engine, so you don't need to think about this one too. You just apply the physics to specific objects you would love to, and this works. And you see this works right now. So the block pushes the ball, and the physics works. So let's go to the next one. We support 4K textures. So again, if you want to put amazing, very high quality textures on the wall and play with it, or not only with the wall, but any model, we can do that, and we can provide amazing quality of these textures. And yeah, level of details, as you asked, not as you asked, but as I promised, the level of details helps us to reduce the memory too. So you can focus right now on the second statue here, and you see the quality of the first statue is really good, but the quality of the second statue is a little bit work, I would say. So if I come closer to the mark of the 5 meter, the quality of the second model becomes better. Hop, yeah, and it works. So it helps us to reduce amount of polygons and amount of textures what we use in the memory. And you see the amount of polygons. Yeah. And we finished with the first part. Let's dive into the second one. And here we have the cool animation system. We support animation. If you upload FBX or JLB file, and you have the animation with that, can just turn it on into our builder tool and make some scripting where the animation should work or where they should stop. So it provides you a lot of functionality around how you can work with it. Yeah, please take a look. We have screen sharing, obviously, because if you join the space with your friends, at some point of time you would love to share your screen, and we can do that. So you press E button and share your screen, and all the people who participate right now in one space, they will see your screen. Oh, this is my favorite one. It's a teleport system. Yeah, actually teleports can work in two ways. I mean, like, not this way and another way. I mean, like, you can teleport a player into within one scene, or you can teleport player to another scene. Right now, what I saw, it's obviously within one scene. Special audio, my favorite one. Musical pause. So when I come around, the direction of the sound changes. And if I come closer, you obviously can hear it more louder. If I go away, yeah, the music is fades. So this is called spectral. And this is amazing things to work with and play around with. The music becomes more volumetric. They have a volume, it has a space. So please play with the music. It's a very important thing. Let's go to the last part. In this last part, sorry, I just want to turn on my lights because it's turned off right now. In this last part, we have like a trigger zones. For example, you see the ball, and it's right now it's freezes and static, so it doesn't move. And if I can come closer, the trigger starts to work and the ball starts to act. If I come back, it stops. Very simple. It's called the trigger zones. And trigger zones can be work with not only the motion, but with the sounds too. Yeah, and it should work also with lightning, but there is no lamp right now. Sorry guys, someone steal the lamp. Maybe it will be in a different stream. Okay. We have a Twitter integration. Twitter integration, amazing feature to work with your community. So we take the whole Twitter feed and filter it by special hashtag. So if some person do the tweet with a special hashtag, his tweet will be represented here on the wall. So it helps you to do the marketing and to play and have a fun with it. And obviously we have a real-time collaboration, as I say. We can build together, play around together. Yeah, it's a big, I don't know how to say that. It's a huge amount of features what you can do together. Yeah, and this is basically all what we have here on educational level, and more to come. And yeah, and I'll stop to share it right now and dive into the builder tool.
I can say that I know who stole the bulb from the lamp.
I need to know that. Please, send me this secret.
It is Ivan Durnev, because in his scene there is the bulb in the lamp.
Okay, we should come to him and request the lamp back.
It is the winner of our previous challenge and the expert of our current challenge. For
Yeah,
those who
thank you.
doesn't know, and for the record.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. And yeah, just a few words about the builder tool. So you can go into your scenes, and you can see this is like your scenes, and I can jump into some example. Let's go into the gallery. Yeah, and press the edit button. And as you see, it loads right now. You can travel through the scene with the arrows button onto your keyboard, and turn your camera by pressing the right button. So it's I think it's very similar with Unity or Unreal tools or any CGI tools. We tried to do this very comfortable to everyone who has an experience with CGI tools already, so they don't need to relearn how to navigate in this system. And let's say this is the painting. I just do the double click and focused on the painting, and I can move it around where I kind of want in a whole three dimensions. So let's put it here right now, or I can rotate it again in any dimensions what I want. And if I did something what I want to change back, I can press undo button, and again undo button, and again undo button. So I can literally remove all my changes if I did something wrong. Yeah, and here's the assets. So you can upload any assets you want, models, images, audios, videos, cube maps, HDRI maps, materials, and scripts. And regarding scripts, this is a whole new area to play with it, because it provides you a lot of things what you can do. But I don't want to cover it today because I have only 10 more minutes, so not definitely today, next day. So, and yeah, by pressing, like, for example, audios, models, videos, you can press add as asset and upload any asset you want, and yeah, pick it up, upload, and after that play around within the scene. And here's the performance monitor. It helps you to understand how many vertices and how much memory you use right now. It shows you frames per seconds and the draw calls. So please take a look on that, and you're building your experienced amount of texture, shaders, and geometries. Also, is very, very important. And then you finish. You can press the publish button, so it will be fully published. And here you can change the link under this immersive experience will be available. Add some description. You also can play here with the grid. You can see on the floors with the rendering options, with backgrounds, skyboxes, bloom effects, many of them. I don't want to cover it right now. And then it's ready. Just press the play button and you will be in. One more thing what you should be aware of is the physics, right? Because you added the models, and right now you see these models, but if you jump in straight away, you will fall through the floor because you don't have physics applied to these models. So to do that, you need to go to that body, to that model you will be working on, click on it, and go to the modifications and add the modification rigid body. Here it is. So after that, you will apply the physics, and you won't be falling through the floor. We have also a few other modifications like links. If you focus on this model, you will see the link, and like these links can follow you to any other website you want. This is the animation, so you can play with animations. This is trajectory. It's made specially if you want some type of objects to move around with some speed on your trajectory. It's like follow the target. For example, if you want some object to follow the player, it works too. AR preview. It's a really cool feature when you using your mobile phone, for example. And at some point of time, you're focusing on one object. And if it has AR preview, you will have on a mobile phone button AR view, and you will see it in augmented reality in your space. So we see this is a huge feature for the shops and e-commerce shops, because they can provide a more native way how they can how the clients can experience these products in their space and trying to fit into this space. Okay, and the scripts, obviously we have like also shadows and casting. Yeah, and after like you did all of this, all level of details, everything, you just press the play button, and yeah, you get your result. Here is a show profiler equals true parameter. It gives you this performance monitor underneath to play this and to check everything. But I don't want to see it right now, so I can remove it and upload it again. Yeah, and let's dive in. Yeah, you see, this is a space what we build right now. Just not build, but edit it a little bit. You can go through it. And this is a really easy space to build. I mean, like, the gallery itself is a paintings on the wall. So what we expect from you is to much more complex artworks. And yeah, so here I should stop and say thank you for your time. We are waiting for your artworks. Thanks for spending your time today to get like overview of 8XR and what we do. So see you soon. Sam, it's your time to step in right now.
What a story, Mark. Very interesting and very useful for our participants who will see it in the records in YouTube, in our YouTube channel. And I can say that it was a little mistake when you said first time not to play press the play button, but pray. It's like you press the play button and then pray that it works properly, that you want to. But I want to say.
Pray. It works, yes.
But I want to say that for those how to say it, for those times that something in your environment doesn't work, for these things we have Mark here, we have Mark's team in here, and you can type into the chat what doesn't work in your environment, and we will help you to deal with it. So yes, guys, if there is something that you can't understand, you see it for the first time, and we understand it for real, and we understand that it is the new one engine that you work with, so we're here for you to deal with it. Yes, and thank you once again, Mark, for this very good presentation about the M-word spaces. I don't know how to say it properly once again.
M-word.
But the three-dimensional spaces, right?
Yeah, three-dimensional spaces, immersive spaces. I don't know. I'm just trying to avoid the metaverse word.
Okay, so yes, it was very interesting, and for the presentation of your engine, I guess for the start, it is enough for our participants, but we will have the second stage where we will talk about the details of our engine, of our works, your environments, and we will talk more probably about some things like the visual scripting, I guess, yes. We will talk about this later, once again at the stage number 2 with Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Sorry guys, I have some questions. Can we talk about?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Ravi.
I write some questions, but your game presentation totally answers so many of them. Great job of Ivan Turnev. My respect. Okay. I already work with 8XR engine on the previous challenge, but many of participants don't work with him, and I think this question for him, but not to me. Okay, the first question is why 8XR take only GLB? Many of 3D artists work with FBX, and why with GLB?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think the only reason for that is it's the time to implement support other formats. I believe right now GLB, you can also upload it in one zip file with GLTF and textures in one zip file. I also heard like what we worked on FBX, so please test it. Maybe FBX is also supported already. It's a few formats right now, but after that, if you, I don't know, some demand for other formats, please shout out to us, say us like, guys, we need another format, please, we need support for that. Yeah, we will hear you and we'll add this support too.
Okay, thanks. Next question is, do the 8XR support the transparency texture right now?
Yes, I think so. We have like alpha channel support. So we should do that. I really remember how I did that in a video, even in video textures with alpha channel support. It should work. Please play around. Yeah.
Thank you. Talk more about the building with together, because I work with on a team, and I just to know about it.
Yes. So you want me to just talk a little bit more about how it works, right? Yeah. So then you join the builder, like not only you but the other person. Then somebody makes the changes. You will see this instantly. So all the changes you will be doing together, they will be combining and merging together simultaneously in real time. So it helps you to build with the friends and colleagues just right away in one space. There is no need to merge and do the other actions, so it should work very straight away. It was designed this way, but maybe we still have just maybe a few problems, I don't know, bugs. Please send it to us if you will meet some of them, and we will try to fix it.
Okay, yes, we work on our accounts or.
Yes, you need to have one workspace together. So right now 8XR have workspaces. For example, you have a workspace for 10 people, and in this workspace you have a scene. So all the assets of this scene will be shareable to all the people into this workspace. So yeah, so all these people should be linked to one workspace.
Okay, thank you. Next question. What is the future of XR? What the big steps of 8XR's path?
So what are the plans for us? Okay, I think I just can cover a little bit of our future steps. First of all, we would love to introduce the full body avatars. Yeah, because not everyone enjoying half body avatars, and because we're also trying to focus on the fashion. There is not too much fashion on whole body avatars. No place to sneakers, and So yeah, this is already in implementation, and it's. I think we need just 1 more month to test it and release it. This is the first thing what we're working on, and the second thing we're working on is the templates, because a lot of people, when they come and trying to build the metaverse, they don't know how to work with the graphics, and they have a builder tool obviously, and they want to upload the models, maybe just pictures on the walls, but they don't have any model in a place right now. And we would love to provide them templates so they can easily pick up any templates they want, for example, gallery or e-commerce shop, and locate the goods into that template. It will be much easier for them and much faster. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Many of participants, not only participants, just like other people, want to walk inside the scene of your game presentation. So please give us this link to inside of this scene.
Yeah, you mean like educational level, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right now, the educational level is fully published, and it's on the front page of app.8xr.io. So if you come to app.8xr.io, you will see the huge banner. You can't miss it. Just click on it, and you will be in this educational level.
Okay, thank you. And in the end, I want to say a little remark, Mark.
Okay.
I think this is just my opinion. Meta, it is not only for PR, it is identification. How people does know what to do 8XR when 8XR don't say about it. I try to say if people find some information about metaverses, I think 8XR must cry everywhere about them. Because people must know about 8XR. 8XR in metaverse is stand by side.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravi. Yes, thank you for all your kind words, and thank you for all your questions. It's also very important to hear your feedback and your perception of what we're doing. Sam, maybe your questions.
Oh, okay. So I have conversational question. I don't know. I don't know. We get time on this, but I think that if we talk about the metaverses, we can see that there are some ways of metaverses. We can see that some metaverses are like social media, like social metaverses, social platforms where you can chat, where you can go and you can do something like the conversational things and the presentations etc., etc., etc. And we can see that there are metaverses that more playable, that more like game designed, something like this. So how do you see 8XR engine metaverses environments in this topic?
Yeah, it's a good question. I believe like games and the whole gamification of the process is very, very important, because people don't spend a lot of time on one experience if they don't know what to do and they don't have any fun with that experience. So one part of our direction is actually gamifications. And that's why we that's why we added the scripting, visual scripting, because with visual scripting you can do some things in terms of gamification of the process. For example, you can come and press a button and get something, and I don't know, or just step in, turn on some lights or anything like that. And another thing what we should introduce for gamification is like inventory system. So you can pick up any items into the space and use it within this space or the different spaces. And this is like the whole, I don't know, the whole universe about NFTs integrations, about the gamification with many metaverses would be built on standard of 8XR. So yeah, this is a really good direction to move on, and we're trying to step by step a little bit in it.
Great. So we have like questions on Russian. I can say to you that you can type it into our chat, and we will translate it into English for our participants who will watch it in the record, if you want to make it for the record.
This is not easy question. You might say, like, the question was how he can adapt shader material from shader frog or shader toy. And this is not like easy things to do. I would say straight away. I see like a few tools what you can use to convert it, but I didn't try it on myself. I just see it, and in most way, like, you should adapt it by your hands. So you should understand how shaders works, change a few variables, and play with the variables. I don't know, did you have a chance to play with any shaders in a system? If not, I can provide you some examples, so you can adapt your shaders by your hands, or please, I don't know, ask me in direct messages. I can maybe send you some references on the tools you can use to migrate it. But again, I don't know how good they work.
So great. Another one question I should ask. It's about technical issues of our challenge. For those participants who answered, who have already answered to our question, that they are they will participate. How to use the 8XR engine for them right now? Can they use it right now when they make the environments in their tools like Blender or Cinema 4D tools?
Yeah, you mean how they can get access right now to the 8XR?
Yes.
Yeah, this is very secret knowledge, but I can share it to you only now, only for people who finish the whole stream and listen right now. So this is the secret. You need to go to the special page on a landing. It calls Builder Tool. And if you go to this builder tool page, you will see the green button, sign in. You press sign in button, and you need to do this especially on this page because it links you to only the special form where you can get the creation access to 8XR. And from that, you can finish your registration, validate your email address, and that's all. Yeah, don't forget about email addresses, please. It won't work without it.
Okay, great. So for those who was watching us in the record, for now you have everything to build your own metaverse for the first time. So yes, guys, thank you a lot for your attention, and see you again in our Discord channel and next workshops and networkings. Thank you, Mark, once again, and goodbye, everyone. Yes.
Thank you for having me.